No, I mean, obviously we feel like we're not playing to our potential. I think that's expected. We're disappointed, and I mean, plays we've given up, the way we've played. But I think at the same time, we realize that it's things we can fix. Watching film, there was nothing magical that they were doing. It wasn't that they were just better. It was assignment mistakes, and it was things that I think that we can fix through our assignments and through our effort.
That seems to have been kind of a theme. Seems like, and I don't know if it's different things or the same things over and over. Is it new things every week, or is it kind of repeating the same mistakes? What do you see?
Yeah,
from you
yeah.
guys?
And not trying to make trying to make any excuses or anything. We do have a lot of young guys and a lot of guys that are playing new positions, and I mean, our defense it's tough, and Coach Mendenhall's scheme it's very complicated, and I think a lot of guys are still just trying to fill it out and trying to figure it out. And I don't know. I think that we should get it together. Like I said, not trying to make any excuses for anybody, but yeah, I think us seniors, me, Craig, Ram, I think we need to kind of help bring the other guys along and get them on the same page.
What are you guys doing maybe extra beyond just practice time and film sessions to help these guys get?
Yeah. We do. We try to hold tons of film sessions. We hold, multiple a day, and tons of them throughout the week, and they're almost always led by a senior or by a junior, someone who knows the scheme, and we're just trying to get guys in there and trying to accelerate that learning process, because like I said, a lot of them are freshmen, sophomores, or even some of them are older guys but moved into new positions. So
Coach Mendenhall said he called every play against Boise State. Was there any difference, I guess, between Coach Howell calling the defense and Coach Mendenhall?
Both of them obviously are different. Coach Mendenhall has a lot of years play calling. I think Coach Howell's called a really good season as well, and I think if anything, that was just evidence that it's on us. Nothing to do with the coaching. We're being coached really well. We're prepared really well. I think each and every week we've had a great scheme. I think at the end of the day, we're not making the plays that need to be made. And so I think that was really good. There's no one to point the finger than at ourselves, us players. And the coaches are going to try to take responsibility, but at the end of the day, I think it's on us.
Scott, just as far as that goes, when you have guys that make a mistake or whatever, and particularly give up a big play or something like that, how do you keep the pressure from? Because sometimes guys get stressed out, get the pressure ramped up. I made a mistake. How do you kind of balance that out as opposed to because you want responsibility, and that, but you don't want guys getting stressed out because that tends to lead to more mistakes.
No, yeah, for sure. Everyone's probably heard it. They say as a DB you have to have a short memory. The guys you're playing, they're Division I athletes. They make plays too. They're there on the field because they're a good player as well, and that's something that I think fans especially have a hard time understanding. Is there's sometimes that a guy just makes a good play. It's a double move, it's a great catch, it's a great throw, whatever it may be. But as a player, you just have to erase that from your memory and just go to the next play. Because as much as you want to think about that play, you can't change it. So it's just you got to move forward and try to just stay positive and not lose confidence in yourself.
Have you been hearing what some of the fans have been saying, or are you just trying to keep that out of your mind?
No, to be honest, we love the fans, we love their support. But at least for me, when fans try to be negative or whatever, I just kind of roll. I just don't pay attention to it. And hopefully, a lot of the guys are the same. I know they take a lot of heat for getting beat or whatever it may be, but at the end of the day, that's football. Turn on Sundays, there's guys getting paid millions of dollars who are getting beat as well. So that's the nature of the game. We got to improve and we got to get better, but all of that, none of that's going to help us. So yeah, we kind of just try to ignore it.
You mentioned that the seniors play a big part in helping these youngsters out. What are you doing in particular to help kind of the guys in the secondary that are younger, they're playing those new positions?
Yeah, I think a big part of it is obviously how we practice. We put a big emphasis on that here. We think how you practice is how you're going to play. And so throughout the week, if you're making plays and you're doing your job, I think it's on Saturday the same thing's going to show up on film. And then on top of that is just through film you can learn from others' mistakes. Like watching last year or even watching last game or whatever it may be, you can watch it, something that happened, a certain type of coverage, a certain type of mistake, and I think you can learn through them, and then you don't have to live through the same mistake.
What have you seen from Middle Tennessee, if anything at all, so far?
To be honest, I have yet to watch them. All weekend, I watched our game a few times, and then this morning, that's kind of how we do things. Monday morning, we put to rest the last week, correct errors, and then actually probably in a couple hours, I'll be down there with the guys watching Middle Tennessee, and then tonight is when we start preparing for Middle Tennessee.
Skye, how important is it, do you think, for the defense to get off to play a good first series or second series? Just to get off, get rid of the memory of, not playing your best last game?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think, to be honest, I think a big part of it is confidence. I think we need to play with confidence and kind of with that swagger that no one's going to move the ball on us. And I mean, if you look throughout the season, people tend to focus on the negative and look at that, but if you look, there's been times and glimpses of us playing really well, of shutting teams down, of them not scoring many points. And I think that we kind of got caught up in getting too focused on the negative because we give up a few points here and there. But I think it's big to come out, to make a statement early, and to show that we trust in our coaches. We support all of our coaches. We trust in the system, and we believe in one another. And so I think that first, the first of that game, I think will be crucial to establish that.
Thanks, Kurt.
I just wanted to ask one